Hi, today I'd like to talk about how people are paralyzed by things in their life. And there's quite a few of these things that I was thinking about that kind of paralyze and stop them from growing, or if they're in a business set, growing their business. One which you can Google, and it's a pretty obvious one, is called Paralysis by Analysis. And that's when you can't make a decision to buy something because you've got just too much. You've done all the research and you've got too much, and you keep thinking, well, what about this? What about that? Have I prepared? Or maybe I can get it cheaper somewhere else. Or and this stops you in all sorts of areas. Take, for example, dating. Yes, I've got a few friends in dating, and they go up with some wonderful, really wonderful people, but there's always one thing wrong with that person, and so they decide not to have a longer term relationship. And the truth is, there isn't any, I don't believe, perfect person in the world, and it's our imperfections that are fantastic. But that's just one area of paralysis. So just paralysis, but too much information is stopping someone from making a decision. And the funny thing is, any decision would probably be good. The second thing I've noticed that people get paralyzed by is what other people think. And it's quite sad, actually, because a lot of people don't go out, they talk about dating, they don't go out with someone they like because their parents or their friends don't like that person. There's a song called Skater Boy, and I love that because it just talks about how this girl liked this young boy, but her friends just thought he'd amount to nothing, and then eventually he becomes this pop star. So people sometimes get paralyzed by what other people think. It's not just dating, it's about what they want to do. So, for example, I wanted to be in drama, and I never actually went and did it because I was told by my family I wouldn't be very good at it, and so I studied a technology degree. So two things already: paralysis by analysis and paralysis by what other people think. You also can just be paralyzed by, I know this sounds weird, but talks like this by, for example, a life coach. I've seen people who've felt, for example, that if they don't go and find their purpose and sort out how do they get their find their purpose, then they actually can't do anything, because until they find their life purpose, then they don't really, and they will never give 100% in a job or a situation, and so they end up making no decision. Anyway, that was 3 great things that I wanted to talk about here, and I hope you enjoyed this. In part 2 of this, I will give you another 3 things that paralyze people.